Yeah, I wrote this down that way I don't say anything that offends the people who are about to meet their graves. Um, don't report me. We're going to get rid of these reporting people. Your entire bloodlines. Oh, yes, we are. Look out your window. Isn't that beautiful? It's God. I can make even my enemies put my picture on their wall and tell you that they worship me, and you should too. It wasn't a requirement. It's more like a suggestion from them, most likely, but still, they like walk all over me and are pretty much my enemies, and they know that. And then after mobs of humans terrorizing me, assault, derail my life, then drug me with some heavy life-altering stuff, I said they should be force injected with test drugs to learn what they're doing to people. And that happened. They called that COVID. That was at the start of 2020. I said that. And they came to tell me that was me. Why did they blame China and Fauci? My enemies are blaming my enemies. They're willing to sacrifice one or two of themselves to hide me, I guess. They're willing to sacrifice the whole world to at least live a few more seconds. That's what I see. And then I had pretty much almost jokingly said everyone should be forced to wear a mask. That video was posted in November 2019 or December 2019 when humans were kicking me out of the store. And I can't say it was the humans necessarily, but it could be the devil masters, the human worship who called the pigs on me. And now everyone's forced to wear a mask. Isn't that beautiful? And then God is literally scared to go outside. Since his birth, he didn't know why. Well, I mean, he did know. He was smart enough to realize that people around him were terrorist scumbags trying to force him to do nothing and go nowhere and separate him from beautiful people who didn't look like rat individuals. Beautiful females. Trying to hit on them and stuff like that. Asians, they really hate the Asians, apparently. Probably because they're so much smarter than they could ever wish to be. And their claim that they run the world in the West is because they're the smart people. No, you're not. You're not the smart people. You're the manipulative, pedophile, scumbag people. And you get really far with that by manipulating savages like the Europeans who are good at barbarism, and then the other people, you're good at enslaving them and putting them on boats and bringing them over here and selling them, and they're kind of good at savagery, but we actually haven't classified them yet as who they are, so good luck with figuring that out before I do. Anyways, literally scared to go outside because the humans, the Abrahamic people, the humans worship, and the humans, we're not going to leave them out ever again. Oh no, you are not. And that's good. That's good because that means, bombs don't know names. So large floods and earthquakes and volcanic eruptions and meteorites don't know names. So when they come, there should be a good reason why the things around the devils. And what better reason than they are the devil worshippers. Whatever word you want to replace devil with, feel free to. And no one does crap. Oh, hold up. Literally scared to go outside because was I poisoned 2 times the last week? Because I went out 2 times. Am I even allowed to go outside? I'm God? You're going to prevent me from going outside in my own world? Oh, it's over. Oh, it was over a long time ago. Wait, what are you going to do? Analingus? No, I would put a boot on your head if you tried that. In any situation. Most likely. Who wants a horror? Who would do things like that? What a low class thing that would be. No one wants something like that. No one does crap. No one notices the world changing around them. God's actually pissed at the humans. And he feels like, because he can't buy cyanide pills, they're trying to trap him here. And he feels like with the rest of the shit they're doing, that they know what they're doing. Trampling on God. I mean, how many of you come up to me and call me God? How many of these human shells come up to me and tell me about my personal life and what I've done? How else do someone come up to me and tell me you're behind this stuff happening in the world? Especially when it's one little certain thing. The mask thing, go ahead and blame me for that because I made the video of it in 2019. The rest of it, okay, your excuses ran out when I was 2 days old, which is to say I was 10 trillion times older than a human, but, hey, that's your fault for thinking every 2-day-old is an ignorant fool like you are. Anyways, can't help but think that they're trying to keep me alive, but keep enslaving me. It's almost like these NPCs are literally a legit devil species on this planet. Like any video game you go to, everything there is the devil almost. Some video games these days have something that's not, but most now it's just you jump in and you shoot and kill everything, and then it's the end of the game if you win. And I don't think you can lose this game because I've been trying to help me lose, and so far everyone else is losing and I'm alive. What's my score so far? It's a pretty high score there for people trying to kill me and stuff, isn't it? That's a really high score. Oh, are we ever going to come on TV and talk about the times when I posted videos and I was trying to summon floods and the city flooded? And I had to get in my car and hit the gas and get out there as fast as I could because it was happening where I was doing it. I didn't know I could do it yet. Or the other times when other people came up to me and started trying to act like I'm burning down cities and states and nations and stuff with fires and forest fires. And then they always create some other reason. There's always someone else doing it. While there's always, since 2020, there's always someone coming to me telling me it's me. And it's odd because the simple fact I've made videos sometimes talking about these things before they happen. And it's like, okay, why don't we put this on TV? Like, crazy guy has supernatural powers. What the hell is going on? Maybe science can learn something. Maybe we can find the old weenus we chopped off him when he was born into this world and study the DNA of it and figure out where this magic power comes from. These would be great topics. Or a crazy guy running for president who we completely covered up and censor and don't allow on TV claims he's God and control the world, and in fact our people do come in and confirm that he is God. Is he really God, or are we all just playing a game with you and putting on a show here? As there's only, a few outcomes here. I mean, you worship a devil race upon the planet, an alien group who in one or two instances claim they're literally an alien group who enslaves the world, but then they come to me and call me God, and then their level of intellect does not suggest an advanced alien race who is watching from space and enslaving humans. For their level of intellect is on a human level, which, as I say, hey, I like cats. You ever thought a cat was mentally retarded? Me neither. That's because they're pretty, and we put up with them. I actually think that's beautiful. Someone who just pulls out their claws and tears a hole in you if you need it. I never had that problem with my animals. People who didn't need holes torn in them, getting holes torn into them, but I've never met a person who didn't need holes torn into them either, really. As far as I knew, extended periods, that's all it takes. I have to give people the benefit of the doubt. That's how I get raped as a child by group sex people and, all these fun things I could have enjoyed if I wasn't so hateful towards things like that, right? If I wasn't so hateful towards incestual pedophilia, things like that, and the whole world being involved in terrorism and racial supremacism and stuff like that. If it wasn't so hateful, maybe I can be God then, though, right? Who knows?